Every morning I stand at the same bus stop and the little sign says the same thing, a bus every 10 minutes. So the math should be simple. If a bus comes every 10 minutes and I turn up whenever, on average I should wait 5, half of 10. That is the honest, obvious answer. Except I started actually timing it, and my real average was not 5 minutes, it was closer to 8. Not once, every week, the same. And here's the part that annoyed me. I was not being unlucky. I was being counted by a piece of math that quietly takes time from almost everyone and almost nobody notices. So let me show you where the missing 3 minutes go. Start with the clean version. Imagine the buses really are perfect. One every 10 minutes exactly, like a metronome. You walk up at a random moment. Sometimes you just miss one and wait the full 10. Sometimes you are lucky and it is pulling in. Average it all out, and yes, you wait 5 minutes. When the buses are perfectly regular, the naive answer is exactly right. But no bus on earth is a metronome. Real buses come in a mess. 2 minutes apart here, then 18 minutes of nothing, then 3, then 12. If you average those gaps, you still get 10. The timetable is not lying. On average, it really is a bus every 10 minutes. Here is the trap. You do not arrive during the average gap. You arrive at a random moment on the clock, and a random moment is far more likely to land inside a long gap than a short one, simply because the long gap is bigger. An 18-minute gap gives you 18 minutes of chances to walk into it. A 2-minute gap gives you 2. So the long, painful gaps scoop up most of the passengers, including you. Sit with that because it is the whole trick. The bus's average gap is 10 minutes. But the average gap that a person actually walks into is longer than 10 because long gaps catch more people. You are not sampling the buses are sampling you, and they are handing you their worst gaps. Put a number on it. There is one clean formula for this. Your average weight is half the headway times 1 plus a measure of how messy the buses are. That messiness is 0 when the buses run like clockwork, and it grows the more irregular they get. If the buses are perfect, that messiness is 0 and you get your 5 minutes. For a normal, slightly chaotic city route, it lands around 8. And if the buses arrive completely at random, the worst case, it climbs to the full 10. Read that again. On a bus that comes every 10 minutes on average, your wait can be 10 minutes, the entire gap. Not because anything is broken, just because you are standing in the long one. If this is the kind of thing that rewires how you see an ordinary morning, that is the whole channel. You already know where the subscribe button is. Now, one question was still bugging me. Why are the gaps so messy in the first place? Why do buses not just space themselves out? And the answer is beautiful in a slightly infuriating way. They cannot. Evenly spaced buses are unstable. Watch what happens. A bus falls a little behind. Traffic, a slow queue, anything. Because it is late, more passengers have piled up at the next stop. More passengers means longer to load them, which makes it even later. Later still means even more people waiting, which means even more delay. It is a feedback loop, and it only runs one way. The late bus gets later. Meanwhile, look at the bus right behind it. That bus is now arriving at stops. The late one just cleared out. Fewer people waiting, so it barely stops, so it speeds up, and it catches the bus in front. Give it long enough, and they collide into a pair, running nose to tail with a huge empty gap opening up ahead of them. That is why you wait 20 minutes and then watch 3 buses arrive in a convoy. They did not happen to clump. They were always going to clump. So 2 things stack up. Bunching creates the messy gaps, and the messy gaps sampled from the wrong side stretch your wait. One makes the mess, the other charges you for it. And this is not just buses. When researchers actually measured a real 10-minute route in Seattle, the average rider wait came out close to 10 full minutes, exactly what the maths predicts. It is the same reason the checkout line you did not pick always seems faster. You are one line being compared against the best of the others. It is the same reason your friends on average have more friends than you do. Whenever you sample the world by standing in it and waiting, the big, crowded, slow things are overrepresented because they are big enough to catch you. So no, your bus is not cursed and you are not unlucky. You are just being sampled at a random moment by a system that quietly hands its longest gaps to the most people. So next time you are standing there, watch the sign say 10 minutes and time it yourself for a week. Then tell me your real average in the comments. I want to see how far off 5 it lands, because the timetable is telling the truth. It is just not telling it to you.